The most popular boy in school texted me, "I'm stuck in my Halloween costume and I need you to cut me out of it." I sighed. Gale was my neighbor and just so happened to be the most popular boy in school. And since I was more of a quiet girl, the type to choose studying for a test over hanging out with friends I didn't have, he always felt safe coming to me for weird favors. He knew I wouldn't judge him. Just last week, he texted me a photo of his armpit asking if the deodorant stain was visible before his presentation. So now, asking me to cut him out of a Halloween costume in between classes didn't even feel that weird. "What classroom are you in?" I asked. 3B, he responded instantly. I walked to the classroom with a pair of scissors I had from an art class. As soon as he heard my footsteps, he laughed awkwardly, his handsome green eyes shining through the costume. "Thank you so much for coming. This is so embarrassing." I rolled my eyes, fighting back my smile. "It's fine, not like it's anything new." He was wearing a ridiculous inflatable green crayon costume, except it was now completely deflated, and he couldn't get it off. I tried cutting, but the scissors barely made a dent. "It's like reinforced with wire or something," I muttered. As I got closer, I got a whiff of that cologne he always wears, and butterflies raced in my stomach. I tried to suppress my crush on him by reminding myself he had a girlfriend, Chelsea, the most popular girl in school. Blonde, pretty, she was everything I wasn't. But suppressing my crush didn't really work, because that's when he joked, "You're breathing really fast. Am I making you nervous? Maybe we can just pull it off?" I suggested, ignoring the butterflies that filled my stomach. "Worth a shot." His eyes met mine through the mesh window of the costume. "You'll have to get pretty close though." I positioned myself behind him, wrapping my arms around to find a grip point. "This okay?" "More than okay," he said softly, then quickly added, "I mean, yeah, try pulling from there." We struggled for a few minutes. My body pressed against his back as I pulled. "Gosh, why are you so weak?" he teased. "All that studying and no gym time?" "Excuse me? I'm plenty strong." I moved to face him, grabbing the costume from the front. Our faces were inches apart now. "Maybe you're just too big." "You think I'm big?" He grinned, and I realized how wrong that sounded. The costume is too big." My face burned. His eyes were doing that thing where they went soft, the same look he'd given me when I explained derivatives to him last week. "Your face is really red," he said, reaching up like he wanted to touch my cheek, then dropping his hand. "You sure I'm not too heavy for you?" "I'm fine." I pulled harder, basically hugging him now. His hands came up to steady me at my waist. Even through the costume, I could feel the warmth. "You know," he said, voice low, "you're the only girl I'd trust to see me like this." "Because I won't tell anyone?" I tried to step back, but his hand stayed on my waist. "Because you're the only one whose opinion actually matters to me." The air felt electric. Then I remembered. "Speaking of opinions, won't Chelsea be wondering where you are?" Something shifted in his expression. "Chelsea doesn't keep tabs on me like everyone thinks." "But she's your girlfriend. It's complicated." He looked away. "Look, my dad has these industrial wire cutters in his garage. We could go to my house real quick. I'm not ditching school, Gale. I have a calculus test next period. Please, I'll write you a note. Say you were helping with a student council emergency or something." He looked desperate. "If my boys see me like this, they'll post it everywhere. You know how they are." Against my better judgment, we snuck out the side door and walked the 3 blocks to his house. His house was empty because his parents were at work. "The tools are in the garage." He stopped at the kitchen door. "Actually, can you go first and tell me if you see anything weird?" "Weird how? Just humor me?" I pushed open the door and gasped. The entire kitchen was decorated with fairy lights and balloons. A homemade birthday cake sat on the counter with "Happy birthday to my favorite person" written in shaky icing. Rose petals made a path to the dining room where he'd set up dinner for 2. "Gale, what is this?" He waddled up behind me. "Okay, so I may have lied about the costume being stuck." I spun around. "What?" "The zipper's right here." He reached down and unzipped the crayon costume easily, stepping out in his regular clothes, dressed nicer than usual in a button-down shirt. "I knew you'd never come if I just asked you to ditch for your birthday." "But your girlfriend, Chelsea?" He laughed like I'd told the funniest joke in the world. "Chelsea's not my girlfriend. She just tells everyone that because her parents and mine are friends. I've tried correcting people, but she makes my life hell when I do." All those weird favors finally make sense now. I started piecing it together. "You were just making excuses to spend time with me? You're the only person who sees me as just Gale. Not the popular guy, not Chelsea's boyfriend, just your weird neighbor who asks dumb questions." He stepped closer. "I've been trying to tell you for months. You're brilliant and funny and just be mine." I kissed him. Unfortunately, he's not my boyfriend anymore, but at least he's my fiancé.